A-hole had a question. Why do billionaires keep creating foundations? Apparently, becoming extremely rich eventually gives you two hobbies: buying yachts and naming buildings after yourself. Then A-hole made 10 million pounds and immediately discovered a third hobby: avoiding taxes. His accountant showed him the number: 3 million pounds. A-hole stared at it. His little pimple twitched. No. B-hole looked over. No what? I don't consent to subtraction. So A-hole did what every financially overconfident cartoon black hole does when faced with a tax bill. He Googled how to become generous without becoming poorer. And 5 minutes later, the A-hole Foundation was born. A-hole put on a tiny suit. He donated a huge chunk of money to the foundation, then turned to B-hole. I gave it away. B-hole nodded. Very noble. A-hole smiled. To me. No. To my foundation. That is not the same thing. Exactly. The donation could create tax benefits. The foundation could invest money. The foundation could fund charitable work. And A-hole absolutely loved one specific detail. His name was still on everything. A-hole Foundation.
A-hole Scholarship. A-hole Center for Financial Excellence. B-hole looked at the sign. Financial excellence? A-hole was eating instant noodles beside a private jet brochure. Brand consistency. Then A-hole had another idea. What if the foundation pays me? B-hole slowly lowered his coffee. A reasonable salary for actual work? A-hole frowned. You always ruin the fun version. Because, unfortunately for A-hole, charities are not magical personal checking accounts. You can't just donate money, then spend it on whatever you want because you wrote philanthropy on the receipt. A private jet for legitimate charity travel? Potentially defensible. A private jet because A-hole wanted to fly to Ibiza and study economic development? Less defensible. A-hole held up a clipboard. I developed economically. B-hole pointed at the beach photo. You developed a tan. So A-hole discovered the actual game. The rich don't necessarily create foundations because the money becomes secretly theirs again. The smarter advantage is more subtle. You can get tax benefits. You can keep influence over how donated wealth gets deployed. You can build a family institution that lasts for decades. You can put your name on hospitals, schools, research centers, and somehow turn a tax deduction into a legacy. A-hole looked at B-hole. So I give money away? Yes. But I still get to decide where a lot of it goes? Within the rules. And people call me generous? If you actually do something useful. A-hole's eyes widened. His pimple stood straight up. This is incredible! B-hole sighed. What? A-hole put on sunglasses. I finally found a way to spend money and get applause for it. B-hole stared at him. That is literally philanthropy. A-hole smiled. Exactly. A-hole Foundation. Doing good. Very strategic.